All right, yesterday we told you that over 11 million Americans owe more on their homes than they're actually worth. That's called underwater, a problem leading to a record number of foreclosures. But is foreclosure the only option? Fox legal analyst Bob Massi is here with alternatives in part 2 of our 4-part series on the housing crisis. Bob, talk to us. You have HAMP and HAFA. What are these now? Are these alternatives to foreclosure?
All right, so let's assume that our viewers, or some viewers that are in default, they haven't been able to make the payment, they want to save their house. HAMP is the Home Affordable Mortgage Program. It was passed about a year ago through the government. And basically, there are guidelines that have to be followed. And remember, everything we're talking about today and some things tomorrow, you must show hardship. There has to be hardship where you've lost some hours in pay, or one of your spouses have lost their job. That is the prerequisite to even get into this. You have to have it as your principal residence, so it can't be necessarily an investment property. And what happens is this. They take, that being the lender, 31% of your gross income. So let's say you make $5,000 a month. 31% of that is about $1,550 a month. They then, being the lender, looks at what your expenses are. And if you are not at a deficit, then the lender can consider reducing your interest rate. What's important for our viewers to understand is this. That is not a principal reduction of what you owe. Only it is a reduction of your monthly payment. That is the federal program. If you don't qualify for HAMP, Eric, then they have what they call internal modification programs within the lender. So let's say Bank of America says, Bob Massi, you don't qualify for HAMP, but we do have our own internal protocols. Bob, you could then potentially qualify there. Bob, that's the bottom line. That's essentially how it works.
And HAFA differs how?
Yeah, now this is important. HAFA becomes effective April the 5th, so next Monday. HAFA just is going to pass saying it's called the Home Affordable Foreclosure Alternatives. If you are, in fact, Eric, turned down for HAMP, then you could attempt to short sell your property, meaning, we're going to talk about short sales tomorrow, meaning to sell your property for what less is what's owed. Here's the significance of it. In a short sell, the problem is you could still be held responsible for the deficiency. So if you owe $400 and they buy it, you sell it for $200, you could be held responsible for $200,000. Under HAFA, they cannot hold you responsible, that being the lender, for the difference. That becomes effective next week. It's an extension of HAMP. It's an important thing for our viewers to know and understand and study that. And Bob, very important law.
Does it matter who holds the mortgage or the liens on our homes?
You know what, Eric? All lenders are different, but this is a formula. It's a formula that's put into a software. It has not worked the way that it should. I'm going to tell all of our viewers that. It's very frustrating. But what's important is to let our viewers know this is at least one of the first steps that's out there. The modification program, if you want to keep your house, if you want to reduce your payments, if you fall within this grid, you can qualify. And remember, if you don't, there still are other alternatives, which we're going to talk about tomorrow also.
Great stuff. Bob Massi from Las Vegas, I believe. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Eric.
All right, Treasury.